I hope you soldiers had a great 4th of July. Welcome back to reality now. Trying to hunker down. Mission ain't over. There are people over there needing some kind of support and some kind of American freedom. At least we're man enough to go over there and do something about it. Okay, that goes without saying. Carrying on with the soldier's prayer, y'all take a knee. I know some of you over there in Afghanistan right now give anything to have a 4th of July with their folks right now instead of being in the middle of the hottest, meanest desert trying to keep peace and hope and love and everything else alive. Get a little taste of American freedom, especially the eyes of a kid who's too scared to even come outside and play ball or something seriously wrong with that picture. You God bless every other country that's over there sacrificing time away from home, away from friends, those that love them. Yes, Australians, you thought, yeah, I didn't notice you. Oh, gee whiz. Don't I feel hard on cut? Oh, my bad. Did I say that too loud? Congratulations. Yeah, girl, I think I see that major over there in Kabul somewhere about to turn red face. It just delights my day knowing that you're over there, sir. Carrying on. Soldier's prayer. Lord, I ask for courage, courage to face crocodile fears, courage to take me where others will not go. I ask for strength, strength of body to protect others, strength of spirit to lead others. I ask for dedication, dedication to my job to do it well, dedication to my country. Keep it safe. Give me, Lord, concern for those who trust me and compassion for those who need me. And please, Lord, through it all, be at my side. Duty, honor, country, integrity. And remember, it's not just a uniform you put on every morning through blood, sweat, rain, shine, cold, sandstorms, you name it. That's a symbol that means something to everything you ever put on in your life. And the day you do take it off one day and retire, come home safe. To those that love you, those that care about you, remember one thing. A mission that you'll never forget. Trust me. I've been there. Many times over, supporting you all, caring about y'all, making sure that one soldier who thought he or she was alone, you're not alone. Certainly not the last on my watch. Gosh darn. I didn't have a job. Oh, this is my job. Gee whiz. Y'all can get up now. Just want you to fall over, pass it out while I watch. Y'all better stay hydrated. You know what's good for you. I should send your parents over there to clobber you one with a newspaper. You didn't drink enough this morning. How many glasses a day you need just to stay hydrated? I can just hear it from them now. That would be 8 glasses plus, especially if you're in a hot desert. You'd probably needing 20 enough to put one of them dang big old aquariums over there. Y'all need Jim Carrey to help you out? Good away. Robert Williams, Bob Hope. Man, the front page of the Courier, man, they were sold out last weekend. I couldn't believe it. Members of the Sons of the American Revolution Valentine Severe Color Guard present arms during a grave dedication ceremony for Revolutionary War soldier Private Samuel Smith at the G.H. Smith Cemetery located in the Samuel Smith Memorial Park at Fort Campbell Saturday. During the ceremony, a grave marker that had been stolen more than 30 years ago was returned to Smith's grave. Now, ain't that a photo? You see that? Check down. Carrying on. Command message. Have fun, be safe this weekend. I hope you all had a safe 4th of July. I hope there were no DUIs. I said it 3 times fast. And she said it backwards. No text messaging while driving. If you must text, pull your hind parts over the nearest parking lot emergency lane And text that way. Don't sit there and all of a sudden grab something you'll regret the next day. The thing you know, you're hitting the front end of someone's car that's got 4 kids. Or side swiping to the point they can't even move no more. Because you accidentally killed them because you thought texting was more important than driving safely. Think about that harsh picture real fast. It's almost the same as a DUI. Don't do it. Cell phones can wait. That's why voicemail was invented. It's important, they'll call back. Trust me. Go out to the nearest parking lot. Do your text messaging, answering the cell phone, not driving while there. I do it every dang time. Not rocket science. Think about those in back of you driving, those in front of you. Some of them got kids. You gotta think about that real hard next time you grab that cell phone while driving. Harsh lesson to learn. Yeah, each year people come by Lieutenant General David Halverson. I'm calling Commander. Word does get around these days. I'm glad I'm not the only one over here doing morale support. Each year, people come together on the 4th of July to celebrate American freedom with backyard barbecues, community parades, and for some, fireworks. On this occasion, we've got some squared area neighbors who are launching left and right still. Squared away, just not after midnight. President John Adams wrote of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I am apt to believe that it will be celebrated by succeeding generations as a great anniversary festival. It ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illumination, from one end of the continent to the other. Many people will celebrate this Independence Day as President Adams intended, by attending parades, festivals, and fireworks displays, and by hosting or attending barbecues. While the events are fun and celebrates the birth of this great nation, they can also be dangerous. Command Sergeant Major Jeff Hartless and I want to remind everyone to focus on safety this 4th of July. The safest way to enjoy fireworks is to watch a public display conducted by professionals. However, if fireworks are legal where you live, parents and caregivers should be especially cautious and never allow children near fireworks. Some fireworks can take your head or your eyes out. Not rocket science, especially if you put it in wrong. Please read the directions too from a real pyro. My record is 11 at the same time. That's in the dark. I can ignite a TNT stick and still drink coffee at the same time while holding a steak knife. That's how squared away I am. People sitting there and women damsels sitting there wanting to put their fingers in their mouth. Say, oh boy, I hope he doesn't blow himself up. No expression on their face. How does he do that? Without even breaking a sweat. Gosh darn. I think that guy on the locker would agree. Just on all them IED mines. The holiday mounts will bring fires and injured due to outdoor cooking. By taking a few fire safety precautions, you can ensure that everyone enjoys a safe Independence Day. Keep fire pits and barbecue pits away from structures, tents, patio covers, and overhanging trees. Keep the fire to a minimum and have a means of extinguishing it nearby. Enjoy the experience with a few precautions. This year, a number of you will travel to holiday hotspots or visit friends and family. The odds of being involved is next to or higher during this holiday period. Plan your trip using the travel risk planning system. HTTP. That's website https://safetyarmy.mil if you have any questions on safety procedures on a military installation. Be aware of the risk factors: fatigue, distractions, and road conditions. Never text while driving again. Don't say I didn't tell you that one. While you're out there pulling weeds because you got caught. Here goes your weekend. Have a nice weekend pulling weeds. Better to me than your boss. Carry on. Feel for you if you are full of weeds. Gosh darn, why didn't you listen to the Sergeant Boros? That would have been beneficial to your keeping vacation weekend. Holy smokes. Valued members of our team, look out for yourself and your family and your buddies. The loss of anyone is a heartbreak. Come home safe. Finally, the holidays can be stressful. If you find yourself anxious, fearful, or depressed, seek help. Your family, your friends, and your coworkers all care. Watch out for each other, and remember that you can visit www.army.mil/suicide/default.asp. I'll show you that website in a few. For additional information, every holiday is a chance to get away and recharge your batteries, get out and have fun. Remember those that founded our great nation, those that pledged their lives, their fortunes, their honor, commands to our major heartless, and I are proud of all that you do. Be safe. This weekend, Army safe. Is Army strong? Army strong. And you can see that website right there. That would be beneficial for you. That's a good thing. Carrying on. Celebrate today's freedom ensured by soldiers. Major General Gary J. Velasquez Opportunity, Senior Commander Opportunity, was shaking hands with several times. Supporting Army in the United States Army and everybody else around the world. Sometimes I run into him at Chow Hall on Belarus. For Camel teammates, it is a service sacrifice of citizens like you that allow our nation to enjoy 238 years of freedom and democracy. Two things distinctly American, he writes. Whether you served as a Screaming Eagle 20 years ago or a Night Stalker today, it is your dedication to our shared ideals that make this nation great. Our founding fathers taught for our freedoms many years ago, and you continue that fight today across the globe. All of you decided to become part of something bigger than yourselves, a proud member of the 1% of Americans who dedicated themselves to preserving by the Americans' way of life. However, we do not do this alone. We take on this mission with our fellow soldiers, the strength of our families, and the support of our professional civilian force and our community teammates. As you gather with family and friends today, celebrate our independence, but be vigilant. The same force protection principles we live by in combat resonate here at home. We do take unnecessary risks. We also always have each other's backs, and we never leave a fallen comrade. Each of you is a valid member of our team, and our families and fellow soldiers are counting on us to make the right decision. Be proud of this Independence Day, as it is your dedicates that allow communities across the nation to celebrate with barbecues, fireworks, carnivals, other fun activities. Enjoy these wonderful events with honor and integrity, remembering those who built the foundation of our great legacy. My thanks to each and every one of you for what you are doing for this great nation and our Army and our community here. So, y'all hear that? Y'all carry on out there. Stay positive. I know it's not easy being away from home and those that love you and those that care about you. But you gotta think about that one real hard. If it weren't for them, where would you be now? Question mark. You gotta think about that while you sleep tonight in them nice little bunk beds. If it weren't for your friends, where would you be now? Thinking of those without parents. Those who don't go home during the holidays. Y'all thought I didn't notice you? You're dead wrong. I did notice you. Trust me, I know exactly how it feels. So y'all gotta hang in there and stay positive. Friends care about friends. Get friends home safe. Don't leave friends behind enemy lines. And make sure people get back safe. You don't just see it in movies. You gotta carry on. Somebody gotta hold the fort. Might as well be you. Also stay hydrated. Anybody passing out on my watch. Colonel David Buck Dillinger, Garrison Commander, 101st Airborne Division, riots celebrate our nation remembers sacrifices. This 4th of July will celebrate the 230th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. John Adams, one of the 5 committee members to draft the Declaration, said in a letter to his wife, I am well aware of the toil and blood and treasure that it will cost to maintain this declaration, support, and defend these states. Yet through all the gloom I can see the ravishing light and glory. This is Independence Day as we reflect Reflection that historic period and its remarkable actions that founded the United States of America. We are honored to have a part in continuing the work. The courage and fortitude that delivered the Declaration of Independence to 13 colonies more than 200 years ago still exists amongst those who serve our country today, service members, civilians, and their families. It goes without saying that the Fort Campbell home of the 101st Airborne Division, 5th Special Forces Group, 160th Special Operation Aviation Regiment, other lieutenant units continue to play an important role in keeping this nation safe and helping to preserve the rights and privileges we enjoy today. We should also celebrate Independence Day, if only to reflect on the sacrifice of friends and loved ones who served or are currently serving overseas, spending quality time with the family and friends and taking part in activities that are commonly associated with holiday weekend picnics, barbecues, carnivals, sports. Whether you intend to travel across the country or just relax at home, remember to do it safely. Along with warm summer days comes an increased risk of accidental injury. You'll decrease your risk significantly by simply doing this thing you've been trained to do, making safety a part of your holiday planning and easy to do. Take a moment to review summer safety measures at www.safety.army.mil. On the Fort Campbell Installation Safety Office's website. I'll show you all that later. Finally, safety tips that for all summer activities, however you chose to spend the holiday weekends, you platoon sergeants, write that website down. However you choose to spend holidays, weekends, you have a responsibility to remain vigilant. Make a safety priority to do that right thing like wearing seatbelts while driving and other protective equipment while operating a motorcycle. It's the reflector belt. Most of you have yellow reflector belts. If you come on base and you don't got your reflector belt for PT, there's something seriously wrong with that picture. Orange only goes so far, then it starts to fade at night. I recommend it. I'd rather use yellow. That way if somebody hits me, they can't say they didn't see a dang reflector belt. Although it lasts longer too, they don't fade. I mean, they strip during the weather every once in a while, or you forget it and lost it in your dryer, what have you, but at least they look the brightness, they'll see that coming miles away. However you chose to spend the holiday weekend, you have a responsibility to maintain vigilant, make safety priority, do the right thing like wearing seatbelts again, motorcycle equipment. If you remain in the area, join us at the Fort Campbell Independence Week Carnival through the Saturday. I was there, went through that spooky horror train station, the works, even rode the festival. Took some amazing videos on the Ferris wheel, family and friends, had an amazing party, barbecue at Memorial Chapel. God bless that chaplain, inviting everybody, and amazing fun time. If you remain in this area, join us for Campbell Independence Week Carnival through Saturday with a Concern Friday featuring our own 101st Airborne Division Band. Stay for fireworks show this evening. Activities kick off at 7:30 p.m. That was last week. On behalf of Command Sergeant Major Gabby Espinosa and the entire Garrison Command team, thank you for making Fort Campbell the best experience for soldiers, families, and retirees. We wish you a happy and safe 4th of July. God bless you, sir. Carrying on. All that took place while going to Liberty Chapel. This Bible study on Thursdays. I know I told some of you single soldiers out there, hey, I see this man cares about you all. He wouldn't be going through all this, doing all this stuff, trying to help you folks out, especially those feeling down, lost a loved one recently. There's somebody actually on post 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, not too far, phone call, text messages away, even on Facebook. You can reach me, Russell Morris, look it up. My rocket science, my website is on there. Click on it, it'll motivate you in the right direction day or night. It's available, that's what it's there for. They didn't have this stuff when I was in. I had to do all this stuff on my own. Sit there and take time out thinking how many people would even care to go that far with you. Think about it real hard. That's a friend that somebody will give his own shirt for you because advice is free. It don't cost nothing. And what's the catch? There is none. If you listen, great. If you don't, there's something seriously wrong with that picture if you only care about yourself and nobody else. Remember, nobody's going to remember someone who's selfish. They're going to remember somebody who's thoughtful and considerate for other people's feelings other than their own. Character goes a long way to what people remember you by as much as integrity. Doing the right thing. Not turning toward drugs or any other stupid crap. Fudge cakes. Chef salad. In a minute, feel this long. I tell you that right now. Possibly those of you with kids. Hello. Just because you had a long day doesn't mean take it out on your nearest kid. They're not a boxing bag. Motivate your hind paws to the nearest GM. Take it out there on a boxing bag. How about them apples? Or the nearest USO or dartboard or video game station at the zone. That's what they're there for. Cool off, walk it out, join a new hobby, baseball, something. Take it out on that. Play it right, though. Remember, life's a journey you never share it alone. Especially when I'm around. You cross my path, you might as well consider yourself blessed. I did you a favor. Better believe hearing it from me than your boss. Because if you're hearing it from your boss, don't say I didn't hit you in the rear. Because I tried to help you. I don't want your weekend taken away. There's a hint. Gosh darn. Let's go away. Moving right along, Chaplain's Pulpit. Seemingly impossible tasks teach by big lessons. If you all watch the videos on love, courage, a message of courage, faith, hope, and everything else to the world, you'll never go stir you wrong. Trust me, dare or not. There's sometimes I get phone calls, someone saying, oh, I'm feeling down in the middle of the night. I advise them, hey, go online, go on YouTube, look it up, even on Xbox. It always motivates you in the right direction, to do the right thing. Having a holy Bible around helps people feel safe, not indifferent. Well, not far away. Some kind of spiritual enlightenment. Good book from God himself. Seemingly Impossible Test Teach Big Lessons by Chaplain Scott Norman, 3rd Brigade Combat Team. He writes, to each there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on their shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified, for which should have been their finest hour, Winston Churchill. A thrill of understanding surged through me as I surveyed the mountains of Afghanistan, September 3rd, 2012. I was certain that this was the moment my finest hour began, October 19, 2011, when I became a chaplain. If you know a little about me, you know that I have missed a few moments in finest hours, but I now realize that missing key ingredients and would like to share the ingredients that everyone must come to grips with all in one time or another. I'm convinced that giving it your all takes courage if it is needed to journey. Therefore, as a man in the Bible, in spite of his flaws, gave his all with no regrets. Even to the point that 1,000 years later, people are still talking about it. God is the business of working through his people to accomplish seemingly impossible tasks. God often shapes people with personality, characteristics, experiences, training that prepare them for his purpose, and usually the people have no idea what God has in store for them. God prepared and positioned Nehemiah to accomplish an impossible task. 70 years earlier, Zerubbabel had managed to rebuild God's temple. 13 years had passed since Uzzah had returned to the Jerusalem and help the people with their spiritual needs. Now Nehemiah was needed. Jerusalem wall was still in ruins. And the news broke his heart as he talked to God. A plan began to take form in Nehemiah's mind about his own role in the rebuilding of the city. Walls he's willing left the security of his home. A job in Persia to go and do what seemed to be impossible, and the rest is history. Throughout the impossible task, Nehemiah displayed unusual leadership that the wall around Jerusalem was rebuilt in record time, 52 days. How many people knew that? 52 days to rebuild despite resistance. Even Israel's enemies grudgingly and fearfully admitted that God was with these builders. Not only that, But God worked throughout Nehemiah to bring about a spiritual awakening amongst the people of Judah. You may not have Nehemiah's unique abilities, or you feel in a position where you can do anything great. But there are two ways you can become useful in God's onto society. Welcome Him in your thoughts and share yourself with Him. Your concerns, feelings, and dreams. Second, be a person who walks with God. Put what you learn from His Word into action. Okay, chaplain, what if my best is not enough? Valid point, and one that I wrestled with for years. Even if my best is not enough, I come out to be a better person. In retrospect, being a better you is the ultimate goal. Even priests question themselves while priesting. Being a pastor of a church, am I good enough? Is anyone going to even come to my church and listen to what I have to say? Spreading the word of God. Question mark. How do you know if you don't try? There's another challenge of a question. They should ask themselves. If I was sitting there, that'd be the first expression on my face. Followed by a kid coming out like, hey, goofball, if I didn't care what you had to say, that would be little me. Somewhere around, running around 5 years old. I wouldn't be sitting here wanting to sit here and look at you. Obviously, what you have to say. Golly. In fact, if I was so bored out of my mind, I'd probably take a sleep while throwing toys at you. How's that for motivation to do God's work? But that was then, being 5 years old, that, I'd use my toy race car and run over your feet with it while Dad was chasing me the other direction. That's what I did. I spoke of that last weekend. It occurred to me, hey, I'm a human being. Relationships take two people, God willing. Because, it's hard when you're on 190%. And the other person is, I don't care how you feel. Unless it has something to do with U.S. citizenship through my kid. That's not exactly how it works. No, life's not fair. Nothing really is fair, which is why, it even pays to stand up for yourself. Somebody out there going through some kind of immigration issue, it pays to know your rights. First of all, that's why I recommended several websites. And speaking of such websites, make sure y'all NCOs write that safety website down. Yeah. I'll show it to you one more time. That way y'all can write down. These people have safety precautions, do's and don'ts. On webs. One word. Right. You look. Yeah. Is that right there? www.campbell.army MIL / Campbell safety pages tab access pages that basic home. Yes, yeah. You're welcome. Also, relationships take two people. It's based on respecting one another. Just because a person is from another country doesn't make them less of a human being, okay? Nobody said it's going to be easy getting to know that person. Like I said, get to know them, their dogs, their friends, everybody around them. You think of it this way. They gave up a lot just for them to be here, sacrificing their time away from those that love them. They're in a country they're not familiar with. There's another hint. They take, some kind of little friendship, get out, go for a walk along the park, get to know each other, pull out them nice little nerves of yours. Have faith in yourselves. Do things together. It's a new hobby. Camping, hiking, playmaking, all kinds of things on Fort Campbell, especially bowling lanes. Don't go swimming pools that don't cost much money. I've tried out numerous times. It takes two, not one. When it's one and you're feeling it's just one, that's when you know it's time to call it a day. Especially when you got you kid to think about. I'm there for my son. I'm gonna say that, and the rest I leave to God. Yeah, I could sue her, could put, do a lot of things, but, for somebody who knows exactly what divorce and everything else is like, for a kid at heart, I'm not willing to put him through so much grief that I went through as kids when my parents divorced. We're separated now, and it's just a matter of time before God returns him to me. Out of state, and I'll leave it at that. Anyhow, hope y'all have a great week. Remember to watch your health. Remember to stay positive. Remember to be kind to one another. You could be standing next to someone Japanese, Italian, Korean, Greece, Hungarian, Afghanistan. That doesn't make them less of a human being for representing their nation. That makes them unique. So when they're really willing to stand next to you and defend the right of peace, justice, liberty, everything else, God willing, keeping peace and hope and everything else alive. A taste of American freedom. Remember to pray for those less fortunate than you, those starving out there. I hope they listen to me. If you plant a garden, you'll never starve, even in the middle of a desert. Some people in Afghanistan use mobile clay pots to cover the lid, cover the top with lids. That way a little stem can grow out, and before you know it, they have a garden. Doing it that way, they're not starving, they're eating tomatoes. Squared away. Anyhow, hope y'all taking it easy. Remember, respect one another. Teamwork goes a long way. It's not that individual thinking, oh, I'm just going to screw up everybody else's day because I don't care about you. Obviously, I don't want anybody else standing next to me. That's not how it works. Because what kind of day you had before. Trust me. If you want something done right, teamwork will get you there. God bless. Y'all hang in there. Let's go.